right, Palazzo at the Venetian, my #2 ranked best hotel in all of Vegas. But here's the deal. Last time I was here, I didn't even get to do the best stuff. I didn't get to see the 2 best restaurants, Tao and Mott 32, which won Restaurant of the Year. I didn't get a chance to go to the 2 best lounges, Rosina and Electra. And I want to spend more time at the pool. After I do all of that, could this be #1? Could it be the best hotel in all of Vegas? We are going to find out. This is Coolest Luxury Hotels, Palazzo at the Venetian. All right, let's do this thing. I have so much planned. We need to get going immediately. Let's get upstairs, get inside the room, check it out, and get this trip started. All right, inside the room at the Palazzo, my #2 ranked best hotel in all of Vegas, and in this video, I'm gonna show you why. I saved all of the best stuff for this second video. If you haven't seen my first one, which was a remarkable trip, go ahead and check the link in the description below. You'll get caught up to speed, and also that is where my room tour is going to be. No time for a room tour in this video. We have too much to get to, but you know what these rooms are like. The only difference between this room and my previous one is that, like the Venetian, this Palazzo room has the sunken living room. My last one didn't. Besides that, again, you know what these rooms are like. The bathrooms are drenched in marble. The luxurious bed is one of the best in Vegas, and the sunken living room is an amazing place to relax. It's time to delve right into this trip, and my goal is to make this trip more legendary than the last one. Here's what I have planned. I want to do Mott 32, which won Restaurant of the Year. I want to do Lavo, Electra, Rosina. I want to go back to Dorsey. I want to visit the Palazzo pool and the Venetian pool, and anything else I can do that's fun over the next 3 nights. There's so much to get to, there's too little time. We're gonna get this trip started, and it's gonna begin with one of the most legendary, iconic restaurants in all of Vegas. We're talking Tao. All right, I just finished up at Tao. I came up here to drop off my leftovers. Tao is such an iconic place. The ageless wonder, the timeless sensation, it hasn't changed a bit. In fact, it's grown better with age. I haven't been there for a decade, and my meal was just as good, if not better, than the first time I went. I had an epic meal. I can't wait to tell you about it, but I have to do it in the morning because I'm off to find a lounge.
Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the yay. Four times on the floor like hey, it cannot slide when we're sniffing on the yay. Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the yay. Four times on the floor like hey, it cannot slide when we're sniffing on the yay. Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the. Four times on the floor like hey, it cannot slide when we're sniffing on the yay. Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the yay. Four times on the floor like hey, it cannot slide when we're sniffing on the yay. Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the. Four times on the floor like hey, it cannot slide when we're sniffing on the yay. Four times like Slay, he came out fine when we're slapping on the.
All right, good morning. It's my first official full day here at the Palazzo. I am just about to head down to the pool. I'm not sure which side, either the Palazzo side or the Venetian side. I'll get to that in a moment. But before I do that, I want to talk about my night last night, which was legendary. I went to one of the most iconic places, not just in Vegas, but in the world, Tao. And then I finished my night at the absolute coolest place to get a drink here at the Palazzo, which is Electra. Let's start with Tao. Tao is iconic, it is legendary, and it's hard to believe it is still going strong after over a decade. Usually places like this in Vegas die out after 5 years, maybe 10, because trends change, people get bored, and the concept gets played out. Tao is still going strong after over a decade, and that is a testament to how awesome and great it is. I like my restaurants to be dark, cool, modern, trendy, and sophisticated. Not only does Tao check all those boxes, it takes them to an extreme. For those of you that don't know about Tao, it is like a Hakkasan concept. It is half restaurant and half club, but the great thing about Tao is if you want to have dinner at one of the best and coolest restaurants and then go to one of the best clubs afterwards, you don't even have to leave the venue. All you have to do is stroll 100 feet. So after Tao, I strolled down to Electra, which is on the Palazzo casino floor. I wanted to do the two best places in the entire property in the same night. Electra did have bar seating, but I would definitely describe it as more of a lounge. Electra had a really cool futuristic theme, and because there was a DJ in there playing really great loud music, I would describe the atmosphere and ambiance as clubby. If you like specialty cocktails, Electra is the place for you. They had pages of them on the menu. My favorites of the night were the Unicorn Tears, the Troublemaker, and the Disgruntled Mai Tai. I love those names. So that was my night last night. It was really amazing, and today might even be better. I am planning to go to Mott 32 tonight, which won Restaurant of the Year. But before I do that, I want to go down to one of the pools. I'm not sure which one, the Venetian or the Palazzo. You do get access to both. What I'll probably do is just stroll down there, choose one, and then do the opposite one tomorrow. All right, night number 2 at the Palazzo. Tonight may even be bigger and better than last night, which is hard to believe. How could you possibly beat Tao and Electra in the same night? I'm thinking Mott 32 and Rosina. I'll touch on that in just a bit. Let's discuss the pool today. I decided to go to the Venetian pool. The reason I decided to go to the Venetian pool is because I've just been going to the Palazzo pool so much. So I strolled over to the Venetian side. It's a quick 2-minute walk from the Palazzo pool. The Venetian and Palazzo pools couldn't be any more similar and any more different. I will touch on that tomorrow after I get back from the Palazzo pool, but regarding the Venetian pool, it was like a patchwork setup. It was a bunch of small individual pools that were kind of scattered throughout the entire area. The pools were more isolated from each other than they were connected, so each pool had a different personality and atmosphere. Besides having different personalities and atmospheres, the nice thing about having a multiple pool set up on the same property is that you can follow the sun from pool to pool. A few of the cabanas I saw were over the top. They were some of the nicest I've ever seen in all of Vegas. A couple of them looked like mini homes. So night number 2 is here, and my plan is to make tonight even better than the last. I'm hungry, I'm thirsty, let's get to it. All right, back in the room after my dinner at Mott 32. I had to come up here to drop off my leftovers, basically a repeat of last night. Is Mott 32 really restaurant of the year in Las Vegas? Yes, yes it is. This place is like Hakkasan on steroids. If you like Hakkasan, you must check out Mott 32. They had some crazy menu items I've never even seen or heard before, including a $200 soup. I'll tell you all about it in the morning, but I need to keep the momentum of the night going, so I'm off to Rosina. Good morning. It is my last official full day here at the Palazzo. There is still so much fun remaining on this trip. I am just about to head down to the Palazzo pool, but before I do that, I want to talk about last night, Mott 32 and Rosina. Mott 32 was unbelievable, and I can absolutely see how it won Restaurant of the Year. It is like Hakkasan on steroids. So if you like your Hakkasan experience and you want to elevate that to the next threshold, absolutely consider Mott 32. It's interesting because if you like Tao here on site and you want to elevate that, I say go to Hakkasan. But if you want to elevate Hakkasan, come back here and go to Mott 32. What was different between Hakkasan and Mott 32 is Mott 32 had the better menu and the better quality food. The menu was so gigantic, creative, and diverse, I actually had a hard time settling on stuff to order, which is rare for me. As usual, I did pick my way around the menu, and the standout dish by far were the hot and sour soup dumplings. Just wow. So after dinner, I strolled over to Rosina, which is also on the Palazzo casino floor, and Rosina couldn't be any more different than where I was the night before at Electra. Electra is new age, it's trendy, and it's clubby, where Rosina is going to be small, classically modern, and just cool. The Rosina venue is smaller, it is more intimate, and it's more quiet, and I think that's because it's located at the back of the Palazzo casino floor. If you are looking for your high energy experience, go to Electra or go to Dorsey over at the Venetian. But if you're looking for something that's more quiet, low-key, and classy, check out Rosina. The cocktail list at Rosina was just as impressive as the ambiance. The place is stunning, by the way. But what I liked most is that the bartenders are able to make you custom drinks based off your preference. And that leads me to right now, I still have a really full and fun day left. It begins with the Palazzo pool, and then tonight I'm thinking Lavo and Dorsey. So that was the Palazzo pool, which is much better than a Venetian pool. It's pretty much superior in every aspect. There are more pools. The pools are larger. The pools have a better design. They are elongated and rectangular as opposed to the smaller square Venetian pools. There's more sun throughout the day. You can get sun at the Palazzo pool from like 10 a.m. all the way to 5 p.m. as opposed to the Venetian where you kind of start losing sun early afternoon. The flow between pool to pool is better. There's better feng shui. It's a more spacious environment. Like I said, it's pretty much superior in every aspect. The good thing is if you are staying on property, you can check out both, and it's very easy to get from pool to pool. It's just an easy 2 or 3 minute walk. All right, good news, bad news. Bad news, I am not gonna be able to make it to Lavo tonight. I know, I'm disappointed. It's one of the restaurants I really wanted to go to. I wanted to do Mott 32, Tao, and Lavo. Lavo is definitely number 3 out of those 3, so it's okay that I'm missing it. I literally cannot eat or drink anymore. I mean, I might have a couple drinks tonight as a nightcap at Dorsey. Dorsey is the really cool and chic cocktail bar over at Venetian. It was in my Venetian video. The staff there are unbelievable and the drinks follow suit. All right, good morning. Wrapping up here at Palazzo, and I just want to say this trip is officially out of control. And I think things technically got out of control with that crazy dinner at Wynn at Mizumi. And then Pandora's box, the Pandora's box of chaos was blown open at Circa, and then Palazzo has been a continuation of that. I am going to need a 2-month detox and slumber after this Vegas trip. That's going to happen. More news on that to come. Let's talk last night, Dorsey. First of all, Dorsey, I planned on going for 1 hour. I said 1 hour, 2 drinks, and how dare the staff? How dare the staff lure me in with phenomenal service, amazing personalities, great kinship, friendship, and out of this world cocktails. Yeah, I closed it down last night. Exactly what I did not want to do. So if you remember, Electra is going to be the postmodern, new age, clubby type one, and then Rosina is going to be the smaller, more intimate, more tavern, speakeasy, classy, upscale one. And Dorsey is just a culmination of both. You are going to find phenomenal cocktails at all 3 places. So really what you want to do, if you're deciding between Dorsey, Electra, and Rosina, is just walk by during the day. They all have like open air environments so you can see in to the venues, and just pick the one you like best based off atmosphere. I can't call it. I loved all 3. I pretty much got the same experience at all of them, but the atmospheres are different. So to bring it back to Dorsey, there was a DJ there last night. It was a Saturday night. It was going off. I had such an amazing time. There were a bevy of beverages. I don't even remember all of them. I do remember everything from last night, obviously, but I don't remember all the beverages because they were flowing. Again, the staff there is amazing. Sarah, Joseph, and the whole crew basically took care of me the entire weekend, and they are the all-stars of this property. So this is pretty much my part 2 video. I already made part 1, and plus I've already been to the Venetian. I've talked ad nauseum about why this property is so amazing. Just to give you the high points, location first and foremost, just the external part of this property. It's on the north end of the strip, and I say ardently and emphatically, that is the part of the strip to stay. You have Venetian, Palazzo, Wynn, Encore, Fashion Show Mall. I like the Mirage quite a bit. The north end of the strip is the place to be. I will remind you that the Venetian and Palazzo is a 5-diamond hotel, so you are going to get extraordinary and exceptional everywhere. From the room, to the staff, to the service, to the housekeeping, to the venues, whether it's the restaurants, the bars, the lounges, the clubs, at Tao. Everything at this property is just unbelievable. In terms of restaurants, this may be the best casino hotel property for restaurants, and that is saying a lot because Wynn is right next door. Wynn and Encore may have slightly better restaurants in terms of quality, but it's just an iota. It's just a smidgen. But Wynn and Encore does not have the breadth or depth of restaurants that Venetian and Palazzo do. And that's across the board, from fine dining all the way down to casual dining. And that's one thing that Wynn and Encore does not have, is the casual type dining that Palazzo and Venetian does. So to sum things up, the Palazzo is a 6 out of 6. It is the coolest. It's not just one of the best hotels in Vegas, it's one of the best hotels in the world. It's the 2nd largest hotel in the world, and it's a 5-diamond. It has a plethora of dining, drinking, entertainment, and gambling options. Almost too many, to be honest. You could stay here for a week and not even come close to doing half of what the Palazzo and Venetian offers. If you're coming to Vegas and you're undecided where to stay, but you want an absolutely guaranteed, unforgettable, magical, extraordinary time, the Palazzo is the hotel for you.